fellas, never get left on red ever again and get my free ebook and my free audio program that's only free for limited of time and learn some groundbreaking texting advice.
There is an immense amount of potency in validation. And if used right, you can own a fucking woman. You can own a woman's soul. See, I have a friend of mine who, of course, she's a female, who knows the right ways how to validate me, or let's say my masculinity. She validates my masculinity so well, it keeps me grounded in my fucking masculinity. Now, I'm not saying that I need her to validate my masculinity for me to be grounded in my masculinity, but her validating me and validating my masculinity helps me keep me grounded in my fucking masculinity. For an example, the way how she'll probably validate my masculinity is like, let's say she has a jar that she can open. She'll ask me to open the jar. She'll be like, can you open this? Because I'm a man. The reason she's asking me to open a jar is because she's trying to validate, you're a man, you're stronger than me, I want you to show me your strength. And she's like, thank you. I know that's something so small and little, but that's her validating my masculinity. Just today, she asked me something on the computer. She asked me like an obvious question. She said, Zay, should I do this or should I do that? The reason why she asked me this question is because she wanted to get a man's opinion. She values my opinion. She values the things that come out of my mouth, and she validated that. She's basically telling me that I value what comes out of your mouth. I value that when I'm around you, I don't have to think about it. I can just ask you, and you're gonna give me the right answer. That's her validating me and my masculinity. Let's say you were to do that the same way, but in reverse with a woman. You validated her femininity. Let's say, for an example, she cook you some good food, and you like, damn girl, you should be a chef. You just validated her femininity. Or let's say she dressing nice, she putting on makeup or whatever, she got a nice dress on, or not even that, she wearing sweatpants, she don't have any makeup on, she got her hair tied up, and that's the way you like how your women are, all natural, just natural beauty. And then you like, damn, I think and believe you look so sexy when you dress natural. Especially if that's something that you are really into. Guess what she's gonna keep doing? She's gonna keep doing those things that she is getting validated in. Women are affirmation creatures. They go where the affirmation is. Like, if you don't understand this deep psychology about women, you'll have an immense amount of volatile, vile problems with them. See, the reason why a lot of women love their jobs more than they love their husbands or whatever, and they're more submissive to their jobs than they are their husband, is because they get affirmation at work than they do at home. They get validation at work than they do at home. And what other guys need to understand is that validation and flattery are not always the same, are not really the same thing. Validation, compliments are not the same thing. A compliment can be a form of validation, but that's not all validation is. Validation is much more complex. There's a wide variations of different types of validation. But yeah, a woman gets validation at her job. When she's doing her job right, she gets promoted to a manager. She gets a raise. Versus when she's probably at home and she's cooking for you, you're not telling her, you know what I'm saying, she should be a chef, you know what I'm saying, because she cooks so well. You're not telling her that, yeah, I can fold my clothes, but I love when you do it better, because when I do it, it's a piece of shit. I need a woman's touch. Women go where they are validated. Women go where there is affirmation. This is not me telling you guys that you need to over-validate a woman or over-compliment her, because that's not what this is. A woman can get validation literally just by just being around you, because you are a man of substance. You are a stand-up man. You are a man of merit. And when she's around that type of man who has all of his shit in order, and the terms that I just listed, she gets validation knowing that she can go back to her mom and her father and brag about you. She can go back to her colleagues, people she work with, and brag about you. She can go back to her friends and tell her what type of man that she has captured. That's what women want. They want to feel validated around you. And see, when you're not validating a woman, you're not giving her any type of affirmation. What tends to happen is you make your woman become insecure. The only reason you would not give your woman validation is because you are insecure. And women by nature are follow creatures. So you two are both insecure. And an insecure woman is an easy woman to get fucked by somebody else. Because women go where affirmation is potent. That's where they go. And if you're not uplifting her, if you're not upgrading her lifestyle, if her coming in your life is not an upgrade of her own life, then everything is then that is going to be detrimental to the relationship. When people come into your life, it should be an upgrade in them. They should feel validated being around you. They should feel uplifted. They should leave your life better than they came in. They should not leave your life worse than they came in. Then that means that you are a man of no substance. You're not a man of merit. You are low value, a subordinate. And you don't want to be that. Another thing that guys have to understand when it comes to validation, that myth of not validating a woman. Validation works depending on what type of man you are. What type of man you are. Are you a superior man or are you a low status man? Like if you're trying to validate a woman, you can't validate her if she sees you as low status. You just can't. Versus if you see her as high status, versus if she sees you as high status, you can validate her. Like if your mom tried to give you a compliment or some shit like that or whatever on a shirt you're wearing, you wouldn't give a fuck about it more than that beautiful 10 girl that you're crushing over tells you the same thing. You get a good feeling out of that because you feel validated now. Because of who she is. Because of the status she holds, the beauty she holds. Same way with women. Never not get, my real premise is never not give a woman validation because you're scared that she's going to leave you. That's insecurity. Never do that shit. Never not uplift somebody because you think you're going to blow their head up and they're going to think that they're better than you and end up leaving. Never don't do that shit. Now, of course, don't overdo it. Don't just be freely doing it. Never freely do it. Never just be freely just validating people because you're trying to get something in return. Never freely just validate somebody, especially if they did nothing to earn the validation. Your validation should be genuine. It should come from the soul. You should be able to validate a woman in a way that another man can't validate her. Because if you can validate her the same way 20 other guys are validating her, then you're not validating her the right way. You're doing it fucking wrong. It is two things that women are obsessed with, and that is being desired and feeling validated from someone that they feel superior to them. So fellas, I hope you learned a lot from just this right here, the whole not validating a woman thing. Because like I said, validation is much more complex than just a fucking compliment. And even with a compliment, it should come, like I said, it should come from the soul. It should come from a good place. It should not come from a place of, I give you a validation and I'm hoping you giving me something in return. Because that's why a lot of you guys don't want to validate. It shouldn't come from a place where if I give her validation, she gonna blow her head up and she gonna be thinking that she's over me. As long as you stay grounded in your masculinity and you're continually upgrading, continue doing good with your life, she ain't going no fucking where. She ain't going no fucking where. As long as your validation is not coming from a selfish place or a place where you're trying to bargain, she ain't going no fucking where. As long as she sees you as superior, she ain't going nowhere. As long as you stay in that. As long as you stay in your masculinity. As long as you validate her femininity, she's not going anywhere. It's not that red pill bullshit. Oh, don't validate her. Don't compliment her. Yes, compliment her. Validate her. Because what you get, you can't give somebody something that you don't have. I feel validated from myself. And that's why a lot of you guys can't validate women either, because you don't even get validation from yourself. You get validated from being with her. So fellas, I hope you learned a lot from this, from my little rant. And yeah, this is Zay full time, man. You're gonna be getting a video every fucking day until the end of November. So I hope you soaking up this game. This is Zay DBE. DBE stands for double edge. If you don't know what to put in the comment section, put wealth, health, happiness, and abundance. And I wish you guys nothing but wealth, health, happiness, and abundance. Shout out to all the players, pimps, hoes, simps, and regulars. And thank y'all for watching. I'm out. Deuces.